What's going on, champs and chambettes? It's FireMonkey here, and for today's throwaway topic, I have to talk again about some features in Fortnite that, you probably forgot existed. And you might be like, okay, so we're talking about some old stuff in Fortnite, right? Some stuff from years ago. Why does this even matter? Well, the point is, it's kind of like nostalgic, and there's so many people I feel who don't even know this exists, because not only was this a feature that only existed for a short period of time and got removed around Chapter 2, but it was also a feature that was only viewable on PC. So if you were someone who were playing Fortnite on like a PlayStation, a Nintendo Switch, mobile, anywhere else, for example, you wouldn't even have been able to see this feature. You would just hear about it from your PC friends, as they were the only ones able to see this. Now, what even was this feature? Well, it was voice chat in the actual lobby. And I know what you might be thinking, okay, voice chat in the lobby, FireMonkey, have you gone literally insane? I could hop in the lobby right now with some friends, activate the microphone, and talk to them. But it wasn't just normal voice chat, it was voice chat with your mouse moving. And I didn't want to make this video without being able to actually showcase what this feature was to you guys, but of course, the old version of Fortnite doesn't exist anymore. Luckily, however, I found a clip from 2018 that I most likely won't get DMCA'd for, which is from Pokimane, which you can see on screen right now, which showcases how this works. Basically, if you were in a lobby with someone and they're using voice chat, whenever they would actually speak with their microphone, the mouth of their character would actually move in game. And this was a very unique thing, and honestly, I lost my mind about it back then, right? I love this feature just because it was a dumb thing to do, to be able to say whatever you wanted to say, and you would have just kind of like your Fortnite character's mouth moving and saying that for you. So you could always be like, oh, this is my Fortnite character saying this, not me, or whatever, and just goof around with it that way. But it was a very obscure and unique feature that not only existed for a short period of time from like 2018 to 2019, but also was only viewable by people on a computer. And as much as I love this feature, right, as much as I would absolutely adore this feature being in the lobby still, being able to see it return and everything else, and, just being able to use it, meme around with some friends or whatever else, while talking as Midas or, what other characters might be out there, it is a feature that I understand why isn't around anymore, right? Because if we really think about it, right, if we really focus on why this got removed, it's most likely not because, oh, you could make a Fortnite character say whatever you wanted, right? But instead, it's more likely that it's actually related to how buggy the feature got as time went on. Because when the actual feature first released, right, and wow, that is a very garbage supply drop, but okay, I guess we'll take it. When the feature first released, everything was fine. You could do emotes and everything, still talk with your mouth, and it would still animate the mouth and everything. But as we started getting more and more skins like Meowscles, as we started to get Pilly and all those other skins in the game, we started seeing more and more visual issues with this glitch. For example, or I mean, not the glitch, but with the actual effect itself. For example, when you were using one of the skins that had like drawn on mouths and everything like Meowscles, as you would speak, it would do a lot more flickering over time. So you would have a lot more of animation glitching, where the eyes would keep rapidly flickering, you would have the mouth switch between different flipbook animations non-stop, and it became very unstable over time, where it wasn't really getting too many updates. Of course, it was still only on PC, so only PC players could see it, and the actual face effects from this feature were just getting worse and worse as the seasons progressed and as we got more and more skins in the game. And I know a lot of people might be saying, oh, they could have removed it because it was only on PC, or they could have removed it because, it was kind of just creepy seeing your character's mouth move as if it was listening to your voice, when of course, it was just one of those experimental features that worked based off of the audio detection and everything, and it wasn't like Epic Games was secretly recording you or anything like that, right? It seems to just be more that over time it became less and less likely for them to update it, because it was a feature that, was exclusive to PC platforms. It was exclusive, my aim being absolutely terrible, okay. That is amazing, but it was exclusive to PC only. It was a feature that started getting, less and less attention over time. More people, after the initial boom of it actually releasing, stopped caring about it too much, and it was something that, just became more of a hassle than anything else. Now, if it was on all platforms, such as, PlayStation, Xbox, everywhere else, maybe Epic Games would have kept this feature around, but as of right now, it seems like this feature is just going to be one of those long forgotten things of Fortnite's history that a lot of new players may not even have known ever even existed, especially since you had to have had a computer to experience it back when it even was in the game. Now, I would love to hear in the comments down below, do you guys remember when mouths actually moved in the lobby? Do you miss this feature and everything else? Do you remember it slowly getting more and more buggy over time? And do you want Epic Games to one day in the future bring this back into the game? Personally, for me, I would love to have it back in the game, but of course, with how many different animations and stuff we have in the game, how many different emotes, idle animations, everything else, especially idle animations that kind of use the character's mouth in order to do certain things, it makes sense for why they're not actually doing this and have no plans to bring it back as of right now. But it is a part of Fortnite's history that kind of resonates with me quite a bit, because it is a bit that, you know, a lot of people don't even know. You talk about, oh, moving mouths in the Fortnite character? Yeah, when you do an emote, the character's mouth moves, of course. Why wouldn't it? Because it's an emote with mouth movements. But, you know, it's just really like something that I remember messing around with my friends a long time ago, you know, just having fun with moving the character's mouth around, saying just random nonsensical things, even just making noise in my microphone, right? To have the different effects and everything else going on. And I just got killed by a vaporized cannon. But it was one of those things that, you know, despite, you know, how odd it is, I just really enjoyed it, right? And I would love, absolutely adore to be able to mess with it one more time. But of course it is, you know, just a part of Fortnite's history that will just resonate in my mind as that one buggy feature that we once had more and more access to messing around with. I also would be curious if Epic Games could ever come out in the future, you know, explain why this feature was only ever really on PC, you know, because it was like, I could understand it not being on like mobile or the Switch or something, but not even on Xbox or PlayStation. That one just felt a little odd to me back when it released and everything else. But of course, I thought I would share this information with you guys because it is a feature that, you know, nobody really remembers. At least when I talk about it, they're like, yeah, you remember when mouths moved in the lobby? They're like, what? And, you know, a lot of people that I talk to who play this game nowadays didn't even start playing until like chapter 3 or whatever, so they never knew this was a thing that existed in the game, and there's not really too many tweets about it. I mean, when I was trying to make this video, of course, if you search Fortnite mouth move voice on YouTube and stuff, you'll find videos and everything else, but most of the videos have anywhere from, you know, like 1K views to even like under 1K, right? Maybe even like 400 views or whatever, and the highest viewed video I saw about this specific topic had 70K views, with the most viewed platform being that Pokimane video that we actually showed earlier on in this episode and everything else. So it is just something that, you know, no one really remembers at the end of the day, but it always just exists in my mind. So I had to share it with you guys, especially why the content is in a low period right now where it's like there's no actual in-game changes. So let me ramble about a old change that, you know, got removed that absolutely nobody seems to remember anymore. Now, of course, there could have been another YouTuber or someone else who had talked about this topic or whatnot, but at least from my research, this is something that I never really see people talk about at all, but I've always remembered. Then again, you know, I'm a Fortnite leaker, so it's like, of course this stuff's going to be in my mind for a long time, since I've lived through all of the Fortnite changes, and I've actively researched all of them, basically, because it is, you know, my job at the end of the day. So I thought I would just share it with you guys, you know, my wonderful FireMonkey knowledge out there with the world, and I'll catch you champs and chambettes tomorrow with another video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and peace out.